What can I tell you? It doesn't feel like a draw, feels a bit like a defeat, in my opinion. Hopefully you don't all feel the same way. But what would you do to cheer yourself up? Who would you talk to cheer yourself up, make you feel happy, have a bit of a laugh? Well, of course, that's exactly who you talk to, ladies and gentlemen. One more time, Dean Windass! And a big welcome too for a gentleman, really nice guy. He could play football as well. I think he could still play better than some of that lot on tonight, and I'm talking about the Sunderland lads, of course. Would you please welcome Julio Arca? Julio, thanks for coming back up. Dean, he could have played for them tonight, couldn't he?
Yeah, he probably would have been the best player as well, because Sunderland were very poor. But it's 2 points dropped. Very disappointing with the performance, but I said, it's not about the performances this time of season, it's about results. And the only positive is obviously not losing the game. The best thing about the game was the fight with the gaffer. It was brilliant. So I had 20 quid on Steve to win. But no, very, very disappointing, because it was a great opportunity. We got the goal. We got in front. Quite a cheeky little goal, which is, when you do score goals, you scored the last 3 games now. So
it was a training ground routine, that wasn't it as well? I think it was men. I thought it was.
I think it was a scuff shot by Tom, and then he's just smashed it in, hasn't he? But he'll be delighted with that. And then, towards the end there, I thought, it was a great save by the goalkeeper from Menendez, but me as a centre forward, I'd have expected to score there. And then David Marler had a chance as well to head it, and it hit his shoulder. Sometimes you come back to haunt your old clubs, and he had the opportunity there, but as a performance-wise, not very good. But as a positive thing, we haven't been beat.
Yeah, and if we are taking positives, Dean, we did create more chances, didn't we? Yeah,
I thought for 75 minutes, I thought we was the better team. We did create a few chances, but then Julio will tell you, some of them made them substitutions. It changed them, it galvanised them a little bit, and I thought that they played better towards the latter stages of the game. We sort of tied a little bit, and maybe I thought it was somebody said handball for the goal, but I thought it was a equally good. I don't know, because I never saw it. So, but it was a great ball by the left back who come on. Who Julio said he should be in the team, but it was a great cross. They get back into it, and then maybe they could have gone and nicked it, but disappointing. But as you said, on the positive note is that we haven't been beat. We can get a little bit of a break now, because of the FA Cup, and then another 6-pointer against Leicester.
Yeah, we go again, absolutely. Julio, as a slightly independent person, looking at it from a Sunderland and, of course, a whole city point of view, what did you make of the game?
I think it wasn't a pretty game, to be honest. But obviously, if you look at the game in general, I think Hull City had better chances. As Dean was saying, for 75 minutes, I think you play better. And then Sunderland in the end controlled the game a bit more with the 3 substitutions. I think the 3 lads they came on done really well. And they have a few chances in the end, scored the goal. So, I mean, in the end, I think it's a better point for us. But yeah, a point is a point, especially when you play away, and especially after that performance. So, it's a good point for Sunderland.
Yeah, you mentioned, Dean said about the substitutions. Connor Wickham came on, did well, but the other player you mentioned who perhaps should have been on from the start came on and started the move with the goal in nicking the ball off Andy Robertson.
Yeah, Ricky Alvarez, he looks lively, he got control of the ball. He tried to get involved in every Sunderland attack, and Wickham obviously is a target, and he won every header. Only played 15-20 minutes, but that's the difference when you have 3 players or 4 players in the bench. They can change games around, and I think the 3 lads did well today, and they changed the game around for Sunderland.
Julio, we're with the exception of the odd Sunderland fan in here, we're looking at it from a Hull City perspective. Do you see enough in Hull City's play tonight for us to stay up, for us to stay in the Premier League?
Well, definitely. I mean, if you've seen, as I said before, the first 70-75 minutes, you could score another 2 goals. Probably, you have great 2 chances inside the box. Great 2 headers. A great save from the Sunderland keeper. And Hull City look positive. Always looking forward to attack. Left back, I think, giving great today, putting great crosses on the box. So yeah, I mean, I don't think you's gonna have a problem, but you know, it's a long season, still a long season to go, so anything could happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking of anything could happen, what's going on with your manager?
Well, what can I say? I mean, I've been in that position before as a player, and when you play for, you know, it means so much for them. You know, I know they're not playing, but they're outside watching. It's a lot of nerves, it's a lot of intensity in there. So, you know, I understand, you know, why he gets so frustrated, and especially the way Sunderland was playing. He probably was getting frustrated about that. Then they saw it was a penalty, and then they didn't get a penalty. So everything he was, you know, building up, and then obviously ending up reacting like that. He probably get a fine for that. I'm sure he regret, but you know, in the moment, sometimes you lose your head, and that's what happened.
Yeah, quite. Brucey was not happy as well, as you mentioned, Dean, a minute ago. But just a final thought from you, Dean, on City. You had your theory before the game, quite rightly, about where we could be. Obviously, it hasn't quite worked out that way in terms of league position. Where does it leave City for the rest of the season?
Well, I said 39 points, 40 points. I stayed up with Bradford City 1 year and used 36 points, and that was probably the lowest in the Premier League that somebody survived. But I'm sure that it'll be probably 39 points. I said 4 more wins. You know, and tonight was a massive disappointment because, you know, this is one that we expected to get 3 points from. But no, you know, I think 4 wins will keep us in the Premier League. Obviously, depending on, you know, the results below us. You know, but we can't really look behind you. You've got to look in front. And, you know, at the minute, we've got some tough games coming up. Leicester City are struggling as well, but it'll be a tough place to go. It'll be a tough place. And obviously, with Nigel, you know, against his old club, so that extra spice as well. But the only positive, I think, that Eddie Hearn's gone and said that Tommy and Luke don't want to fight now. It's Poyet and Bruce is after.
Yeah, nice one, Dean. Nice one. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed your evening with us. Let's be positive. At least we got a point. It could have been worse. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm Alex Burgess. Give you thanks to Julio Arca and to Dean Windass.